What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Phoenix here, and welcome back to a brand new Marvel Spider-Man 2 informational video. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing how Yuri has just teased fans with his symbiotic performance in Marvel Spider-Man 2. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you just go in and hit that like button down below. Join the 24% of people that are not subscribed. We're on the road to 400 over here on the channel. And if you guys want to be a part of it and keep up to date with the latest Marvel Spider-Man 2 news, you guys already know that I'll be over here webbing out them bangers. And without that, let's go ahead and get into it. So this article is coming from the direct.com, and it says, when the Direct was in attendance at Yuri Lowenthal's MomoCon panel 2023, today, the actor behind Peter Parker's Insomniac's upcoming Spider-Man 2 game teased what's in store for his hero. Lowenthal teased how fans have no idea and that there's a lot of colors in his symbiotic performance, which, as you guys know before, there's hardly anything for us to go off of, but as you guys can tell, this Peter Parker hits hard, especially in this game. So he then goes to say, you have no idea. I think they dropped that footage, and I'm so glad they finally showed something. We took extra special care for when Spidey is just a regular go happy lucky Spidey, and when Spidey gets something going on with the symbiote and there's a lot of colors. You saw some of them in the trailer. They just dropped, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Clearly pointing out that there's a lot more going on in there, and seeing as that there's going to be way more stuff that's rooted into how his Spider-Man is going to take on the symbiote. As you can tell, you guys heard it in his voice, like he sounds a lot more angrier, a lot more serious, a lot more aggressive. So obviously there's a lot more stuff going in there, as Yuri can tell us. So that means that we haven't seen nothing yet, clearly amplifying that we are not ready for what we're about to see. Following that, he says, Lowenthal was then asked what the team's direct inspiration for symbiote Peter Parker was, explaining how it had to be rooted in reality. We worked really, really hard as a team to find what was the right thing, because sometimes it just sounded comical when I would just, rage. We had to find the levels, and we have to root it all in. Even though it's not a real thing, we need to be rooted in reality. Meaning that the relationship between Venom and Peter are going to play an amazing role in this game. Are going to play like a dark role in this game. As you guys can tell from it in the trailer as well, you can tell that Peter are going to play like a dark role in this game. As you guys can tell from it in the trailer as well, you can tell that Peter's personality is starting to change, especially in that one scene towards the end of the trailer. As you guys know, he started to become more personal. As you guys know, in that trailer, he said, following up with Miles giving him the spider tracer, Miles said they can go after the lizard, and Peter said he wanted to do it alone, responding with Miles saying that he has sharp teeth, which replied back with Peter saying, yeah, well, so do I. Meaning that it is going to change him, and it's going to make him take advantage of the symbiote a lot more. Following that, the actor revealed that they looked at addiction in people and their behavior to best portray Peter's compulsion. And it says, and a lot of it came from, we looked at addiction in people and what the behaviors of addiction are. That's really what we went to for inspiration, and to find the levels of it, it's not always the same, every time. So yeah, addiction would be my simple answer. Now, as you guys know, once Peter gets the black suit, he doesn't want to wear his classic red and blue fit. He doesn't want to do that because you guys know the symbiote takes the pressure off of him, and he figures out that it's a lot more easier for him. Instead of having his web shooters and everything like that, it takes all of that pressure off of Peter. So that could clearly mean that he's probably teasing us for the fact that we're obviously going to be seeing Peter like the black suit more. So that's just that. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below on that. And on top of that, it says, as for his own process of performing those darker moments in any of his characters, accessing that anger is something the actor feels everyone has. He does need to dig a little harder than his usual happy-go-lucky performances. Following that, he says, I think we've all got anger inside. Sometimes it's just harder to access or easier to access, depending on how close to the surface that is. Before I started doing Sasuke, and I'm just gonna pause right here. Sasuke is my favorite character, and Naruto, he's my favorite character. So that's another reason. That's added bonus. Shout out to Yuri for playing my boy Sasuke. Huge Sasuke Uchiha fan. But anyways, I had only played sort of high plucky young heroes that didn't have anything bad happen to them. And so to sort of turn that around, I had to dig a little bit. But I'm generally a happy guy. But I've got rage and anger and sadness, and you just gotta dig a little harder. Clearly, obviously meaning that my guess for the fact, like, if you guys don't hear the voice in the gameplay, obviously Yuri dug back into his Sasuke voice, which hands down was great. I'm so glad that he still has it, and it's just great. Following that, it says Spider-Man gets aggressive. One of the most praised parts of the new footage from the game was not only the new symbiote suit design and gameplay, but how Yuri Lowenthal delivered subtle challenges in performance. For example, he wasn't comically enraged or full-blown emo like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3. It felt natural, but the change was enough to catch fans' attention, which is what I honestly liked about the footage. That's what I really liked about the footage. You already know that we all like the footage. And it says, following that, the footage from Spider-Man 2 ended just as Miles Morales started to notice how off Peter was, which indicated that it was just the beginning of Pete's downfall with the symbiote. But how much he will damage his personal life before realizing he needs to ditch the parasitic outfit. Now, with this, you guys already know that at some point in the game, Peter's going to start falling in love with a symbiote, and after that, he's going to realize something. He's probably going to, like, towards the end of that, you can tell that, trying to put this, towards the ending, you could tell that Miles knew that something was completely off, but obviously, he didn't know that was going to be the black suit. But we're going to see how much he can damage it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you think that Yuri is teasing a better performance? And do you think that it's going to be a darker performance? Because by the looks of it, it seems like he dug back into a Sasuke voice. And from the looks of what we're reading here, it looks like it's taking a page out of, it looks like he's referencing Spectacular Spider-Man, the symbiote arc from what I'm reading here, or at least from what we're seeing right here. So other than that, it's from the boy Phoenix, and I'll see you guys later with another spectacular Spidey webtastic banger.